Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a requested video from 3 people who inboxed me wanting me to talk about this subject. Now, if y'all know, I've talked about this subject many times before. And the reason why I laugh is because people, they get so triggered when I have when I have these conversations, or they take offense, or they it's just funny, because it's just my perspective. So this is what I think and what I believe, but everyone has their own mind. But we're going to talk about karma. Okay. Now, I laugh because I love having debates. I love having conversations. I also love when people can change my perspective because, I'm always open to hearing other people and talking about deep, meaningful things. Now, as a spiritualist, people might think that are surprised that I really don't believe in the word karma. Even though I'm into spirituality, I do readings for people. I'm very much immersed in my spiritual world. This is like an everyday thing for me. So it's kind of interesting how, it's not that I'm not don't believe in anything. I do believe in something, but I'm very much so open minded, and I also do have certain things that may kind of, I don't want to say contradict what I believe, like being in the spiritual community, but a lot of spiritual people do believe in this word and do believe that, what comes around goes around. Now, do I believe in karma? And the simple answer is no. I don't believe in karma. I don't believe that, that word really exists in the realms, in the ethers. I believe that this is a man-made construct that people have made in religion and also in society to control people, right? It's almost like if you do something, you'll get this a consequence, right? That's also why we have rules, right? If we break a rule, we are, depending on where we are, because rules change in different regions of the world and certain laws can be different. And that's also another reason why I feel like karma, if karma was real, karma would be a universal one type of method thing where it wouldn't change and switch according to different people's beliefs and different people's backgrounds and locations. Okay. Also, another thing too that I've noticed is look at the way the world is today. The world is chaotic, especially in 2025. If you guys don't know, I also do world predictions, and there's been a lot of crazy things going on in the world. We have wars with India, Pakistan, um, Gaza, and Israel. We also have wars with Russia and Ukraine, which there's going to probably be another war in the future. I know they're going to say they're ending the war, but I see another war coming out of that place. Um, but what I'm trying to say is, if life was fair, if karma was real, life would be fair. Everything would be right. The world would be perfect. And I believe that there has to be good and evil, and there are going to be injustices in this world because that's how we have balance. That's the only thing that if you want to say karma is, there is a balance in this world, but at the same time, it's like, I don't believe that everything that you do comes back to you. And here's why. You have a lot of people, and I have this lemon. I don't know why I have this lemon here, but you have a lot of people that do bad things, that are corrupt, that hurt people, that, do what we consider bad, right? Because even bad is a subjective word, depending on where you are, depending on who you ask, and even the society that you're in. So when we do something bad, or someone does something bad and they're thriving and they're still able to be successful and achieve what they want, other people will be like, why, or how come this person does this? And the reason why is because it doesn't matter what you do, it matters what you believe about yourself. So for example, if I do something bad to someone, but I still believe that I deserve the great, and I still work hard, and I still put effort into my life, I'm going to still get good things coming to me. The universe also, there's a saying, What you believe you deserve, the universe will serve. So if you believe that you deserve the best, the universe is going to give that to you. Also, it's your mindset. You ever have seen people that are good-hearted people that have a lack mindset, or that, they do good things, but it seems like nothing ever works out for them? Where's karma? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, where would be the karma in that? And the reason why it doesn't really work out for them is because of their mindset. They tend to have a negative mindset. So you could be a positive person with a cynical mindset and attract cynical things. And you could be a person that does bad things, but you could still have a positive mindset and still attract great things. That's why you have billionaires, rich people, elites, politicians, certain celebrities that do what we consider bad things and are still successful. So to me, it's all of your mindset. It's the frequency that you vibrate on. And that's why that always happens. Another example is, this just came to me right now. It's like somebody that's going out in the community to help people, right? Let's just say you have a man that goes out to a community that is impoverished, right? Perfect example. There's a man who goes out in the community and he has a really good heart, and his intention is to help people, right? His intention is to put good out. But, and this has happened where people have gone to certain places with the intention of doing something good, and they get shot, they get killed, or they get beat up. So where would be the karma in that? This person did not go with the intention to cause harm, and they did not do anything to warrant that type of response. But again, the universe isn't biased. And where's the karma in that? If you really think about it, if karma was real, wouldn't that man be vindicated? Wouldn't that man have a positive response? Because that's the vibe that he put through. Another thing too, what I believe is that we all have lessons that we learn in this lifetime, and we all have certain people that are a part of our path. Because I notice as a reader, there's a lot of clients that I know, and I talk to thousands of people, guys, throughout the years. I've been doing this for about 5-6 years. I have seen so many people from Australia, Europe, Africa, India, all over the world. And I always get this question asked to on my lives about karma. Will my ex get karma? Will this person get karma? And, I still, depending on what comes out, I'm just the messenger. I try not to be biased with my readings, but more likely than not, this person won't really get karma for what you believe this person deserves. I think a lot of times people believe in karma to soothe their ego, and it's always kind of more used in a negative connotation, to get back at someone, or that the universe is going to punish this person, when again, the universe isn't biased. And I also believe that maybe, for example, if you were in a relationship with someone, they were narcissistic or abusive, and they hurt you and they moved on with their life, and you're upset about it, and now you want this person to pay, but they're living a good life and they're successful. I believe that there could have been a soul contract for you to learn with that person, and it wasn't really about this person paying for what they did. It was something for you to learn as a soul. So sometimes spirit, God, source will put certain people in our life to do us dirty so that we can learn. And this has happened to me. I'm talking from personal experience. I am not perfect. I don't want to be perceived as a hypocrite. I have had certain relationships, friendships, situationships that, um, were not favorable for me, right? And this person did this, and they, ended up in a better place, and, they were in a relationship, and blah, 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 vice versa. And instead of staying bitter about a situation and being like, oh, this person deserves it, so I want this person to, I want to ask the spiritual, reader, or ask source, is this person going to get what they deserve? Instead, I was like, what lesson did I have to learn in this situation so that I can not make the same mistake or meet the same person in a different body. Because this person's going to live their life, be happy, and not think about what they did to you, and you're going to be upset and bitter. And then what's going to happen to you? You're going to start to attract bitter energy because that's what you believe you deserve. When you're vibrating on that frequency of lack, of negativity, you attract that. It's not karma. It's just you vibrate the frequencies that you attract, and it's common sense. I mean, look at people that hang around certain influences that can change their behavior, that can change their, path because of who they're around. That's not really karma. It's just energetic vibrations that we collect. All right. Now, another thing I want to talk about is past life karma, which never really made sense to me because now I'm a firm believer that we have past lives, but I don't believe that we are paying off debts from past lifetimes because we don't remember what we did and we don't remember who we were in a past life. So when people also have talked about past life karma, and I've seen this also in spiritual communities, about past life karma, or you did something in a past life, so that's why your life is the way it is now. I don't really believe that. I do believe that yes, some of things can come over from our past life, like certain people we meet again, which that could be karmic relationships, soulmates, which I'll do another video about that later. Or it could even be certain things that you might like. For example, if you're like drawn to crosses or cats, or you're drawn to planes, maybe in a past life you had a connection to those things, right? So I believe in things like that, but when it comes to past life karma, I don't believe that. I believe that only because it doesn't make sense logically that you're suffering, you're paying for something, you don't remember what you did, and now you have to figure out the pieces of what you did. But you could have 100 other lifetimes before that one that you collected all this debt, and now your life is just going to be, damn, it's like you just don't have a chance. And that's a dangerous mindset to have, because I believe that when we reincarnate, we come in here fresh from debts. When it comes to karmic energies, right, quote unquote, because I believe that when we do die, we might pay for some type of debt in the afterlife. I don't know. I have not passed away, but I believe that we're alive, conscious in a 3D reality. I don't believe that, karma is at play, because, like I said, if karma was real, then life would be perfect, right? Things would be fair, and life isn't fair, and it's not supposed to be fair, and it's never going to be fair. So there are situations that you're going to have that are not going to go in your favor, and there's people that are going to do certain things to you, and nothing might never happen to them. At least not in this life, right? Maybe when they pass away, when they stand before who they stand before, if you believe in that, then maybe they might, there might be something that happens. But I believe when we're conscious in this 3D realm, we're here right now, this moment. I don't really believe that will happen. So yeah, that is my thoughts. That's why I don't believe in karma. And if you really think about it, it really doesn't make sense. Like, if you really have conversations, that's why I love having these conversations. Unless, you have a different perspective, you can comment down below. But that's what I believe. I believe that, we all have lessons we come into this life with. I also believe that, the universe, what you believe that you deserve, the universe will serve. So if you believe and you really believe that you deserve things, you will. Sometimes the bad guy will win. Miracles can happen to bad people, and misfortunes can happen to great people. So that's just the way it is. So that is my video, guys. That is what I think. Do I think karma is real? No, I don't. I think we're just living out our life experiences, and we're just, that's just how it is. But let me know what you guys think down below. and I will see you guys later. Bye.